Hi, I'm Mayo. Today I'll be showing you a speed paint of the two main characters from the anime Insomniacs After School while just rambling about the show and other random thoughts. Real quick though, I just want to give a warm thank you to all of you for the support over the last few videos. Even though I haven't been active or consistent, it still really means a lot that you enjoy seeing my art, and it really motivates me to keep on creating. This drawing is one I made way back in July, but hey, we got around to it eventually, and at least it's out now. I have another fan art I made around the same time of Bee and Puppy Cat that I'm also going to turn into a speed paint. And I'm also going to make a video about the various drawings I made for Inktober. So if either of those sound interesting, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. I can't promise when they'll be out because clearly we saw how long this one took, but they'll come out eventually. At a time that happens in time. Insomniacs After School is about a high school boy, Nakami, who has insomnia and is looking for a place to sleep while he's at school. He tries to take a nap in his school's abandoned observatory, and there he stumbles upon his classmate, Magari, who also has insomnia and is trying to take a nap. The series is about the two of them, their experiences with insomnia, and learning about night photography. It's a really, really cozy and comfy show, so if you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. When I first watched Insomniacs After School, I was during a time where my sleep schedule was pretty messed up. I would wake up anywhere between 1 to 3 p.m. and usually go to bed around 8 to 3 a.m. Things were so chaotic with school that I found I was really only able to feel at peace while the rest of the world was at sleep. There's a lot of comfort at night when it feels like the rest of the world is on pause. The usual pressures of the list of everything you need to get done, how much you need to be productive, make the most of every second. All of that just feels absent at night. It feels like the expectations are the most daunting part of the day, and once that's removed and everyone else is asleep, you can finally allow yourself to exist within your own pace. While watching Insomniacs After School, it all felt like a warm hug, and it was really comforting. Instead of getting upset at myself for my messed up sleep schedule, I felt a connection to the characters, music, and artwork that made me feel like everything was okay, and there wasn't anything inherently wrong with me for not sleeping at the times as everyone else, which is definitely a message my sanity needed in the moment. I'm gonna say a little quote here from the show, so a tiny spoiler. In episode 11, Nakami explains why he has insomnia. He says, "If I fall asleep, I know that tomorrow will come, and tomorrow is bound to be so much worse than today. The anxiety of it all overwhelms me, and that's why I keep trying to live an extended today." This quote was something I could really relate to. The anxiety of the pressures of what you need to do, create your future, the anxiety of the future itself. The future's scary, but the temporary comfort of an extended today without anything that's changing, just living in the moment as you know, that's less scary. After hearing him say that, I knew I wanted to try and make an illustration that conveys the comfort and warmth that can be found within the stillness of night. was editing this video, I noticed that almost a third of the time working on this piece, I was just stuck drawing Magadi's hair over and over and over again. I kept trying out different methods, having it not turn out the way I wanted, scrapping it, trying it again, over and over. And when I initially noticed how many times this happened in the process, I felt a little ashamed and like a bad artist with how long and how many attempts it took me to get it right, or at least to get it to turn out the way I wanted it to. I was worried people would see the Speedpaint as a how to draw this type of video rather than how I made this drawing, which sounds like the exact same thing. but give me a second. The way I see it, the premises are completely different for each. I suppose the beauty of Speedpaints, where it's how the artist made it, is you get to see their thinking process and how they actively solve problems they run into throughout the piece. It's a cycle of trial and error where you're trying to bring your vision to life, but you aren't quite sure how to do every step yet. But in how-to videos, the artist already knows the process. They know the solution, how to make it, what they're teaching, and they can break it down into very simple step-by-step instructions. But because I was worried that people would view this video as a how-to draw, I felt pretty ashamed in how many times it took me to go over and over. Art isn't always a simple process. In my case, it's frequently pretty messy. I'm still learning in every single drawing I make, and even though my speed paints might be confusing, I hope that the messy process of problem solving can still be fun to watch. the end of the Speedpaint though. If you watched this far, thank you so much. I created this channel to be an archive of my random little thoughts and talk about cool emotional stories that I like. So thanks for listening to my rambles. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, or let me know how your day is going. Also, huge, massive, biggest thank you to my Patreons who help support me and my work monthly. I really, really, really appreciate the support. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Eat a yummy snack, drink some water, be kind to yourself, and that's all. Bye!